So basically today a couple of observations about health that I noticed that I want to share. And first of all, the first thing that I would like to share is probably that the health teaches you a lot about the improvement of character, because to have a steady health improvement, first of all you need steady you need actually improvement of your persistence, of your discipline, self-discipline, and so on. So for example, my problems with health are primarily caused by basically the maybe neglect of this part of my life, first of all, but also the overeating when I couldn't live the full life, and this is why I kind of got into eating, I think. Yes, so the lack of the outer mission positive mission, yes, that I have, it actually led me to this state right now. So in sense that, yeah, it's depressing. Certainly it is depressing. And the problem is that, if I ignore my health, it's bad, yes, but if I go into it, I also have a lot of issues, to be honest, because I start to overthink problems, and even if I do not overthink the problems, sometimes I underthink the problems, sometimes I overthink. So the question is in the balance and in the thought. The first thought that I heard today on YouTube is that basically, in general, stress and all nervous problems, connected to the nervous problems, are first of all spirit problems, yes, so they are the problems of the mind. When I prayed maybe 12 times some psalm like 91, I did that yesterday, and it got much better, and I felt already much better. Today I prayed it twice, and maybe the result is not that grandiose, but still. What I just wanted to say, that I started to feel maybe better. Yeah, the thought that is kind of trying to catch me is that the situation is not going to improve, and the things are going to fall one by one anyway, which is of course probably not true. But the thing is that this is the idea that kind of tries to pursue me, and of course I can hide from it from it to work. Yes, so I did. For example, I find the thing that I actually liked, so the pedagogy, like teaching communication to other people, and actually I solved a lot of things connected to that but now I think it's high time I did something. It's high time I dived into myself, so probably I'll go and do some therapy or whatever. And I need to know how to actually balance all of my thoughts so that they are balance my thoughts, yes, so they are basically serving me well. The problem is that I was brought up in the family where I was the scapegoat, I think, and the family didn't treat me well. Some of the people that treat me well, they're already dead, but the people that treat me so-so or treat me actually bad, they are actually somewhere and they are alive, and it's probably good. But I just want to say that I want to also establish that. So the idea is that I want to live free life on the one hand, but on the other hand I have to somehow find the balance between all areas of my life. So my health, the problem is over there that I do not. So basically, I drank water, and you see what happened. I started to overeat, so I went to this buffet where you have, like, we call it Swedish buffet in Ukraine, where you can take whatever you want. And I basically started to eat probably like twice as thrice usually I do, and it also brought a lot of problems. because I started to feel bad, and the water, it raises also your blood pressure. This is just a fact. This is what it does, and this is, just a fact. And basically this is what it is, just by default. So I started to panic, and I understood that probably there are two things that are influencing all of that. And first of all, so there are three directions I have to look at. First of all, the nutrition, so that the nutrition is calculated carefully by someone or something and adjusted, and I can keep it running very well. The secondly is sport, but sport that will be actually beneficial, which is another thing. And the third thing is actually the fear of doctors, all of this medical stuff. So I have to dive deep into this and kind of finally try to find a way out. Of course, there are a lot of other things. For example, probably for a successful family story, I'll have to be more proactive in caring about other people. But insofar I can't care about myself that much. This is why this thing is under the question. I will probably need to know how much I should and I have to spend on the woman, and basically on the child, and better to have probably 2 children, and I will be winner if I had 3, but it's very hard so far. So I have as for now, I have to find a way out of that. And the question is actually how. It's a very big question. Probably I need to take a very small I'll need to take a very small step towards everything I do and calculate everything, be super precise with data. Now it should be kind of data science. I should be very precise with data, and hope together with kind of religion, and always trying to be better in it. But the idea is that I should, yes, find satisfaction in the achievements rather than probably in food, because I kind of prohibit myself from achieving something, or I prohibit myself to achieve something because I'm afraid to be judged by my family, and they actually because they will not like it. This is the thing. So I have to stop being afraid of that. I should stop being afraid of that, And in general, this is probably the thing that I have to be looking at. Everything else is the work of discipline and so on, and I should think about more long-term projects, because I always are in contact with my family, which actually doesn't want me to succeed. It absolutely blocks me from going farther, So I have to plan something for, let's say, 3 years, like even health or something else, and I have to actually achieve it. Absolutely, yes. So now if it is 226, I should plan the things to 129 and just do it step by step. That's it. And my first thing that I have to look at until 2029, first of all, is probably to find a house. I think would be very nice, to go for a mortgage, and of course to get my health issues, to get absolutely okay with the light from every corner, and to get okay with maybe finding one more profession that suits me except teaching. So once again, and one more profession except teaching that will be profitable and interesting, so like goal oriented, so achievement oriented, then absolute control, very good execution of health things, yeah. So basically taking care of the health very well, and first of all to stabilize weight to normal things, and to what I should be having for 186 centimeters, and of course that means the normalization of blood pressure and all other things, but for that we need first of all discipline. And everybody can do everything with huge money, but I have to know how to do it with more limited budget. And I actually need to find new friends and new life. This is absolutely obvious right now. So you see, it comes through the recording of the video, but it comes more and more obvious that I have to actually finally separate myself from the family. And all of this all of this happens because I'm actually afraid to have this kind of separation on all levels, and this is an issue, you know. This is an issue, but I shouldn't have. I should think in advance about all of that. So